All right, welcome back. It is a new, much colder day, and I am ready to resume working on this thing. Now, we left off with, I think, a rusted brake line, and the fuel lines are rusty in the same spot. So that's the first thing on the agenda to fix, but there's plenty more that I'm going to be doing in this episode. So I got some parts here. This is 1/4 inch brake line because I only had 3/16. And this is a new fuel filter, some fittings for the brake line. These are rubber hose. I'm probably going to use these to fix the rusted parts of the fuel line. Probably just cut the fuel line and clamp some of these bad boys in there. Oh, you can't use rubber hose for fuel line. Yeah. This tire has a leak. I plugged it, but it still leaks a little bit. Yeah. It's got 33 PSI in it. It looks totally flat on camera, but it isn't. It's just how it's parked. Okay, now that the truck's off the ground, I could take a closer look at that brake line. Okay, here's a closer look at these lines where they went bad. They all rusted out in the same spot, probably because the frame has a hole in it on the top there. So the top one up there is the brake line, and then these other three are fuel lines. Now looking at this brake line, there's a union fitting there that you can't see. And there's another one way at the front of the truck right here. Now this line that goes from this fitting to the master, this is new, somebody ran that. So I'll just keep this and I'll undo this fitting and I'll just run a whole new line from here to the back of the truck. While I'm under here, here's the reason why I got a new fuel filter. That looks pretty old. God knows the last time that was replaced. Hopefully those fittings actually come off, because those look pretty rusty. All right, let's fix these fuel lines. Well, fix. All right, I don't know what this wire is for, but it's going away. Hello? Yes, hello, I am calling to scam you. I used 2 hose clamps on each side. Probably unnecessary, but it's good practice. If you're gonna do something wrong, you might as well do it right. I only used 1 on this one because this is just the vapor line, I think. Yeah, those should be fine for a couple years, hopefully. All right, I'm gonna start it up. Let me know if it leaks. Okay, now that those lines are fixed forever, it's time to address this crusty fuel filter. I already cracked these fittings loose yesterday because I was worried that it wasn't going to come off, but I did get them loose, thank God. Now, a smart person would replace this filter without pressure in the fuel system. I am not a smart person. Oh, fuck. I'm just gonna leave this loose and I'm gonna just let this drip right onto the wiring harness for a couple minutes. That way, when I undo it the rest of the way, I hopefully won't get sprayed with gasoline and explode. In the meantime, let's open up this new fuel filter and see if it's even the right part, because I didn't even look. Whoops. Alright, there's an arrow on it that you might be able to see. Yeah, it means fuel flows that way, towards the engine. And that looks exactly the same. Wow, the gas coming out of there does not look pretty. So I'm definitely glad I was doing this. I think it definitely needed a fuel filter. That's like yellow. Does not smell good either. This brake line is old past this fitting here, so I'm just gonna cut it right here. That way I could loosen this fitting, take it off, and then put a new brake line into this fitting. So I got the fitting out with some heat, but apparently I got it a little too hot. So that sucks. I was trying to avoid having to buy this new line, but I'll just buy this new rubber line, I guess. Alright, I ordered that brake hose on Rock Auto. It's coming in the mail. I think in the meantime, I'm gonna take these back wheels off because it's pretty warm out today. I think I'm gonna go ahead and paint the wheels today. Okay, I went ahead and cleaned up these wheels. I got this rust dissolving stuff called Ospo. Sprayed it on there, let it sit for a while, and then I used a drill with a wire wheel to clean up all the rust stains from these wheels. Then I rinsed them off, cleaned them, and I think I'm gonna do the same thing again because this one is pretty dirty and that one's pretty dirty because these two were on the front and all that brake dust from the front brakes were getting on those wheels. These are the back ones. They're not as dirty. After that, I'm probably just gonna scuff them up with some sandpaper, hit them with primer, and paint them. Okay, I sanded these wheels and they're looking pretty good. They're not perfect, but they're more than good enough. This one was really bad. There was a ton of dirt inside this little lip right here. I had to like scrape it out and use a wire brush to get in there and then blow it out with the air compressor. Got the brake line in the mail. Magnet reveal. Now, whenever I'm routing a new brake line, I always make sure to take real care in getting it as straight as possible, and I put it exactly where it needs to be with the help of man's most precise instruments, you know, otherwise known as a zip tie. Like, look at this. Here's a perfect example. Like, oh, this brake line can move and get a little too close to that exhaust. So here's how you fix that. See, this is the old brake line. So you take that, zip tie right up under there, and boom, it is secured. See these holes in the frame here? Now those holes were drilled from the factory so that you could conveniently, while you get rust in your mouth, zip tie your brake lines to it to secure them. Okay, that's how GM wanted you to do this. See those holes? They're there for a reason, people. See this bump stop right here? This bracket for the bump stop also has these convenient holes in it. And you know what? That means God intended me to do it the way that I'm doing it. Yes, look at that. Absolutely fantastic. All right, these fittings are not gonna come off. I tried everything. I tried heat, like these, they don't look that bad because I cleaned them up, but the rust that was on these has made these bolts like slightly smaller than they're supposed to be, and the wrenches are just rounding them off. So I'm going to just undo these lines at the fittings that I made previously. I'm going to undo this and this, and then I'll cut them both right here, and then I'll just put new fittings on this line inside, and then I'll come out here and everything will just bolt right up. Here's the new brake hose from Rock Auto. Here are the lines I took off the back axle, and these are the fittings that I'm going to use. I bought a whole pack of them, and I always make sure that the fittings actually screw in and are the right size and the right thread for what they are screwing into before I put them on. Ask me how I learned this. All right. Oh, and also, I definitely have never flared a line without putting the fitting on first. I've never done that in my life. I never forget to do this and then have to do it all over again. Never once done that. I'll go ahead and use my professional deburring tool here. I should really invest in a real brake line flaring tool, but I've gotten like pretty efficient at doing it this way, so. But it is definitely a pain in the ass. All right, I'll spare showing you the other side because it's exactly the same. I'll blow these out with the air compressor. Well, it's a good thing I did because I saw some crap come out the other end. All right, those are ready to go. Okay, well, I was gonna put those brake lines on the truck right now, but it's been more than 15 minutes since I blew the leaves, which means the whole freaking driveway is covered in leaves again. And just like that, I've decided to give up on my war against leaves. They all fall right onto the roof, and then every time there's a little gust of wind, they all fly right into the driveway. So I'm done. All right, this old brake hose has a little nut that screws into that, and that's what holds it to this bracket. So we got to get that nut off because the new one didn't come with it. Okay. Be gone. I said be gone. There we go. This nut is designed really well. You see, they made it out of like tin foil, so that way when it gets rusty, it will break immediately when you put a wrench on it and deform, as you can see here. Always got to double check the fitting thread. Yep, that's the right thread. Let's get this old line out of the way here. Yep, perfect. Oh, I almost forgot. I didn't put the fitting on. Oh, that's good. Yeah, see that differential bolt? That's torque to spec right there. Let's get these new old lines back in. You can see these lines are just expertly bent to the exact shape that they need to be. Time for the big boy. Okay, well that looks terrible. Perfect. gonna bleed the brakes now that those lines are tightened up. Every time I use air tools outside, this is what I gotta contend with. I really need to get like a air hose reel up here somewhere. Oh, now the fluid's going down. I can see the bubbles. That means it's working. Well, that sucks. Guess I'm going to be pressing it manually from now on. Damn. It really sucks that that trigger broke. Now I gotta sit here holding it for half an hour like a chump. Oh yeah, it's leaking from between the master cylinder and the booster. Ugh, that's annoying. Well, I tried, but the brake lines are stuck to the fittings and they broke. Look at that crap in there. Yummy. Okay, I ordered some of these index cards. I'm going to use these to mask off the wheels. I'm going to prime them tonight, and then tomorrow I'm going to paint them. I'm just waiting for the paint to come in the mail. I'm using this stuff. I only have one can of it and it's almost empty, so I just ordered 2 more and that should be fine. I like this spray paint because it's kind of glossy, and I've used it before, and it works pretty well. And the can is it's like pretty cheap for how much you get. This can is fucking empty. I'm using a few different types of primer because I have a bunch of these cans that are just like half empty or mostly empty, and I'm just trying to get rid of them. This one's empty now. Got half a can of this filler primer. I think I'm going to use it on this wheel because this is the one that's all pitted, and I don't know, maybe it says fills surface imperfections. I mean, that's what I bought this for, and I don't know, we'll see if it works. Okay, it's the next day. I got more paint in the mail, but I'm just gonna use up the rest of this first can. Okay, it's a whole day after Rock Auto said this was supposed to arrive, but, you know, whatever. Rock Auto magnet reveal. All right, drum roll. It's a Crown Vic. Am I the only person that gets excited about the Rock Auto magnets? I feel like I'm like 100 times more excited about the magnet than I am about the part itself. This thing smells like a shoe store. It's probably gonna give me like cancer, but it smells really good. Okay, I have this old master cylinder bleeder kit, and it is missing probably most of the fittings, but if I'm lucky, we'll have the ones that we need. And yeah, I'm definitely not lucky because there's only one in there that looks even remotely close. All right, well that one fits. I wonder if I could find the other fitting. That would be nice. That way I could actually bench bleed this before I install it. All right, amazingly, I think I actually found it in this mess. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. That is very nice. That means I could do this tonight instead of having to wait for the morning to buy a new master cylinder bleeder. You know, instead of sitting here struggling for 10 hours, I probably could have just made this hole a little bigger. There we go. Oh man, that is hard to press. I'm upgrading to a T-handle instead of a screwdriver. Oh, that's a little bit easier to push on.
I tried to be lazy and just do the master cylinder, but of course the booster is bad too. Alright, well that's it under the hood. Now for the real fun part, which is under the dash. Okay, first order of business is getting this insulation out of the way. Alright, well the bolts themselves behind the steering column here don't look that hard to reach. But what does look hard to reach is the pin itself that pushes into the booster that connects it to the brake pedal. And that does not look very fun. I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to get that clip out there. Oh, what the fuck? Alright, it's completely impossible to remove that clip without just breaking it, so that's what I did. And now it is time to do the exact same thing all over again, but this time rolling around in the mud at the junkyard. Should be a lot of fun. Okay, I'm at the junkyard, and right next to the OBS trucks
That's my car right there, this Vibe. I just junked this like 2 days ago. There she is. Rest in peace, Vibe. That truck has a bad booster. And then there's a couple other OBSs over here. There's this white one. Well, there's this one. This one has no booster, I think. Yeah, someone already took that. And then I was looking at this one, but this one doesn't have the sticker code on it. But this black one has the same code on it. It says DA. Well, this is the booster that I'm going to take. All right, hopefully these bolts actually come out. They don't look very promising. Wow, oh, came right off. Put that in the engine for safekeeping. All right, let me get my specialty brake line removal tool.
Is that gonna squirt everywhere?
No. Well, maybe. Bye-bye. That was a nightmare. Okay.
There's a hose in the way. Why don't you just snip that hose out of the way?
All right. Come on. There we go. Brand new brake booster. I got this on Rock Auto. It was $200. Okay, I got the old booster and the new booster right here. I'm just checking to make sure they're the same part, and they do look pretty identical. The gasket for this check valve on the new one looks like it's slightly worse than the old one, so I'm gonna switch those over real quick. And voila. I kept this old gasket. It's still in good shape. Now I'm gonna go struggle to put these nuts in under the dash. Now that that nightmare is over, okay, it's been a few days. Here's a bit of an update. Truck's doing good. I put the wheels back on. I drove it a couple 100 miles. The brakes are working, but developed a leak. The brand new master cylinder is leaking. So that's good. Hence the bottle of brake fluid here. So I've been topping it up every once in a while. I have this light bar from another car, and I think I'm gonna put it on top of the headache rack there. Alright, I eyeballed that, so I know it's perfectly straight. All right, so I think I'm gonna put these pod lights facing the back like this. I was trying to figure out where I was gonna put them, but now I think I'm gonna put them right here, because that way I could just use this same bolt. I don't have to drill any more holes. Okay, I got some goodies here, straight from China. Wow, those are big. That's nice. Those are much nicer mirrors than the ones that are on the truck, so. There's 3 bolts in there, and of course 2 of them look impossible to access. This bolt is easy, but the other 2 are hard to get to. I use this little ratcheting flexi 10 mil. Is that how they want you to do that? Came with new nuts and stuff too, which is nice. Fuck, there goes another one. Now I'm just gonna have nuts rattling around in my door forever. Yeah, those mirrors look nice. Those are definitely an upgrade. Yeah, those are nice. I think I found my exhaust leak. That gasket is no longer with us. Holy crap. Alright, now I don't know if I'll be able to actually get that bolt out of there now. Okay, so this just happened. So I have to roll down the window and get out using the exterior door handle, which is pretty irritating. And I'll turn off my headlamp here. And you can see this dome light is not very bright, kind of sucks. This one works, but this one does not. And there's a bunch of gross stuff in there too, which you might not be able to see, but it's really dirty. There's like some dead bugs up in there. So I'm gonna take this out and put LEDs in it. There's also lights down here. I don't know if I have the right LEDs to fit in there, but if I do, then yeah, I might have some LEDs that'll fit in that. So I'll put LEDs there too. Those LEDs look like they'll work for the ones under the dash. And then I think I have, yeah. These will work for the overhead dome light, or at least the big one. Alright, I think I have to take this piece off first. Whoops. Oh, good, I just broke that. Well, that's one way to do it. Great. Wow, what the hell? That is a weird bulb. I've never seen a dome light bulb look like that. All right, yeah, that's much better. That's real bright. All right, that is a lot better. Just sucks that I'm now missing this trim piece, so just get a new one at the junkyard, I guess. Oh well. Yeah, look, this is all broken too, like this. Whatever, it is what it is. I mean, this is just designed so poorly. Yeah, I mean, all you need is that middle one anyway. The other two are useless. Those didn't do anything. Alright, so of course this bulb has to be really difficult to get out. I broke the bulb, I'm trying to scrape the rest of it out, but it won't come out. I'm gonna fix this the right way. Watch this. See that? Boom. Boom. All right, you know what I just realized? I just realized that this light bulb socket actually have the adapter for that bulb. So this goes into that socket and gives me wires so I could plug in one of these big ones down here too. So I'm going to do that on both sides instead. There's the bare wires on this side, and this right here is a perfect place to just stick that LED. It's because it's got adhesive on the back of it. Whoops. Wow, look at that. I didn't break a single strand of these wires. They're just that thin. All right, well, that's a problem. Only some of the LEDs work on this side, on this light. This is an old one that I took out of a car, and I guess it has seen better days. So we won't use that one. Let's make sure this one actually works. Well, what the hell? This one doesn't work fully either. Some of them are burnt out. These four down here aren't working, but you know what? It's whatever, I don't care. Holy shit. All right, that's nice. That's pretty bright. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Those are very nice. It's like 10 times brighter in here now. See, I got the quick release key option. You had to pay extra for that. Got the light bar wired up. That's what it looks like. It's very bright. It's nice to have. I got the lights out the back too. Those are very bright. All right, I got some new goodies here in the mail. The first of which are these Sound Extreme speakers for the back behind the seat.
you know they're good because, you know, they're sound extreme. It came with wires. I don't know if these are going to be long enough. Let's see. I have wire, but I'd like to use these because they already have the little terminals on them. Yeah, that's definitely not going to be long enough. Oh well. Alright, I had a bunch of these little speaker terminals, but I guess I ran out, so I'm just going to extend these wires. Alright, I got a quick release radio in here. Okay. I already ran one side of the wires through the dash for the left side. So the back left is green and purple is the right side. And of course, since this radio has been in like 100 different cars, the wires are getting really short. Okay, well, the speakers are down here under this plastic trim, and it looks like most of the screws are already either out or broken on this side. So you just need to take the seatbelt off in order to get the whole thing off. And that is a T50 Torx. And I don't have a T50 Torx, so this is what we're gonna do. All right. You might want to close your eyes. Let's move these seat up. If it will move up. Come on. Oh, it's getting stuck on the other side, of course. There we go. All right, time to break some plastic. Oh, actually nothing broke. Everything was already broke. Good. Hopefully it's that easy on the other side too. All right, that screw is just spinning and not actually moving. And same thing with that one. All right. Alright, that works. Alright, I'm not gonna route these yet, I'll do that after. Alright, those fit good. Fits right into the box. I'm just gonna throw some self-tappers in it. Okay, this one appears to have all the screws intact. I'll unscrew the two that I see, and then I'll just go ahead and break the rest. Ow. What the hell is this? What the f... Oh, that's running up to the... Huh. If anybody knows what that was used for, let me know. See, there's a bunch of holes that were here. Something was mounted on the roof. I don't know what. Maybe that was for that. Alright, you know what? These screws are just plastic, and I'm getting annoyed with them, so...
In the trunk, and then we just gotta take that purple.
I'll just shove this all back in this hole. Let's go ahead and torque these to spec. You know, it's not that important. It's only the bolt that holds the seatbelt in. I don't use those anyway.
Bullshit they sprinkle. I'm a Bravo clown. They on the shoulder with them presto tees. You don't stop on girl, you make me. I can feel.
All right, that's nice. Those work. They actually make it sound significantly better, which is nice. I didn't think those speakers back there would really make much of a difference, especially with the seat right in front of them, but it does actually sound significantly, noticeably better, so I'm happy. They were only 20 bucks. All right, next item. These are new lenses for those marker lights in the front. Wow, those are shiny. These were very cheap on eBay, and they will make the front of the truck look significantly nicer. As for the quality of them, I'm a little... Oh yeah, there's literally a hole right into them there. So these will be full of water in a week, so that's good. Why is that upside down? Am I putting this on the wrong side? Oh, I totally am, huh? Yep. Oh yeah, I guess if I used my eyes, I would have saw the little left LH right there. Yeah, that looks much better. Yeah, those look nice. All right, my armrest broke off here. I only have one screw. I'm gonna try to find another screw like this because there's two holes. Yeah, the plastic is broken right here. It's all cracked, and there's supposed to be two little mounting clips or whatever that go into here, but those are long gone. Alright, well that's as good as it was, but still not, that's not ideal. It's gonna just break off again. You know what, I think I know how to fix that.
There we go, perfect. Good as new. Is that good enough? Should I put another one in it? No, I think that's good. Sweet. Now I just gotta get a door handle. Yeah, first of all, that sounds horrible. This is busted. That door handle is either busted or there's something wrong with the latch or the rods in there or just unhooked or whatever on it, but this interior door handle doesn't work, which is pretty embarrassing whenever I have somebody in the car and I tell them, oh, you gotta roll down the window and use the outside door handle. So that definitely needs to be fixed, and it's really annoying having to do that myself because I've been doing that for months. Just that's why the window's down, because that's how I get out of the truck. I gotta reach out and use this also broken handle. Now I did hop on Rock Auto and get some goodies. Here's a new transmission filter and gasket. I got these little LED replacement license plate lights. Those will be nice and bright. New spark plugs. These are not exactly the OEM plugs, but they're as close as I can get in Rock Auto. And a new idler pulley. I think that's the cause of my belt squeal. And these new door handles. Now I did buy these brand new. I was going to go to the junkyard and buy these, but they wanted like $5 a piece for the handles, and I would have to pull them myself. So I just got these brand new on Rock Auto. These are wholesale closeout, so they were like $3 a piece. Now notice that it's red. I don't care, that's fine. And this one, I believe, is blue. Yeah, it's blue. So I got one blue door handle and one red door handle. I think this is the passenger side, yeah. So they're gonna be multicolored. You know, this is a bit of a, let's just say I did it on purpose. This is an American truck, okay? Red, white, and blue. It's all about red, white, and blue, baby. Yeah, let's go with that. Alright, I don't know exactly how these door handles are supposed to come off. I didn't, like, I could have watched a YouTube video or something, but I didn't. I do know that they're held in with a rivet, a single rivet, or maybe two. I think it's just one. Somewhere. Let's see if I... Yeah, I think right here is where the factory rivet goes. So I'm just going to drill out the rivet in the other one, assuming it is riveted. Yeah, this is the way you remove this, by the way. I read this in the Chilton manual. Yep. There we go. Alright. Oh, would you look at that? There's a bolt. There's a bolt that's blocked by the door panel. I don't really want to take the door panel off. Okay, well now I don't have to take the door panel off, hopefully. Oh, this is just a flathead too. Would you look at that? Yeah, so if I'm not mistaken, I think all the factory door handles in these trucks were riveted in. So I think this was previously replaced. I'm too lazy to take this door panel off, so I'm just gonna like attack this until it comes off. So that's one way to do it. There we go, perfect. Oh, that's so mint, look at that. Yeah, see, look at that. I found an easier way to do it. I bet if I look this up on YouTube, they'd probably tell me to take the door panel off, and you don't need to take the door panel off. Just pops in there. And then, why does this have this giant... Does the other one have that?
Oh, I wish I could tell. I've completely obliterated it. I don't know where this goes. Why does this have... Oh, it's still in there. This is the... Oh. Oops. This is part of the old door handle. Let's get that out of there. Oops. Well, this isn't going well. All right. Well, now I got a million plastic shards clanging around inside my door forever. That's good. Oh yeah, that works. Oh yeah, just take it like partially off. And then, oh perfect, look at that. Is this the right way? Yeah, alright. Alright, so I'm assuming this big plastic nubbin goes in there, that shaft. And then, all I gotta do is line up the... Alright, this looks like it's gonna be easier to put the rods in first and then finagle it in there. One of the old plastic tabs is stuck in there. It's almost like somebody ripped the old door handle off like a caveman. I don't know who would do such a thing. Oh my god, that's so mint. Look at that. That feels like it works. Let's see if it actually does. Alright. Please tell me this works. Oh, let's go. That's very nice. Alright, let's see if we can fit this stupid thing back on there. Oh. Not really. Oh, kinda. I think I broke one of the things for it. Oh, it stays on there. Oh, maybe not. You don't need that thing. Oh, that's nice. Does it lock? Yes. Sweet. Now for the other side. Oops, I was trying not to break this one, but I just broke it. Oh well, you don't need those. Once again, this is the factory recommended way to remove these door handles. I read this in the manual. Ooh. All right, does it work though? It does. Good. All right, I'm gonna replace these license plate lights. I think these just twist out. Oops. That's one way to do it. Okay, so I was wrong. They don't twist off. There's this little metal clip, and it slides in like that to hold them in. Of course, the bulb is stuck inside of the socket, and I need to take the bulb out because the new ones plug into the socket. Alright, so this whole harness just unplugs, thankfully, so I don't have to be working on this outside. These sockets, they have the bulbs stuck in them, and I can't get them out. So I'm just going to cut these. They're probably super corroded in there anyway. So I'm just going to cut these, and I'll wire some terminal connectors. And I'll cut these too and have connectors on them. That way I could connect and disconnect them. One, so they're actually possible to install, and two, if I ever need to replace them, then I'll be able to relatively easily. The wiper motor has stopped working. I don't think it's the motor itself. I think it's something in the circuit in here. Because when I turn on the wipers, I could hear it go like the motor is trying to work, but it just like isn't getting enough power or something. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Like you could. I looked it up on Amazon. You could buy this PCB in here. It's only like $10. So I might just throw one of those at it. Okay, it's been a couple days. I have 3 of these windshield wiper motor controller boards, and the reason I have 3 of them is because I ordered this brand new one on Amazon, and then I looked at the shipping estimate and it said it wouldn't be here for another month. So I didn't want to wait a month for windshield wipers, so I went to the junkyard and purchased these 2. I got 2 of them just in case one of them didn't work. And then today, this one arrived, so I guess we're gonna put the brand new one in. Oh, it even came with a new cover. Look at that. Sweet. I am gonna put some dielectric grease on these contacts. Alright, let's see if that fixed the wipers. Alright, I think that's going to just about do it for this video. I don't know how long this will be, but I'm sure it's going to be long enough. I just looked at the footage and there's a lot to go through and edit, so I kind of am looking forward to just starting to edit this video and getting it out. It's been a couple months since I uploaded. Also, the little 3D printed GoPro mount for my tripod broke and the camera is constantly falling off and it's going to break, so I need to fix that anyway. And the little handheld tripod that I had also broke. But yeah, I accomplished a good amount in this episode, I hope. There's still plenty left to do. I replaced this idler pulley because the other one had a bunch of play in it. This power steering pump is leaking like crazy, and well, you can't really tell, but there's a lot of play in that pulley. So that's going to need to get replaced along with all the lines, so I'll be doing that. And the master cylinder needs to be replaced again. The biggest thing is I do want to take the bed off of this truck eventually. I'm probably going to wait until after winter to do that, until I have a friend here or somebody to help me, because that's going to be a big pain in the ass. I want to take the bed up and then drive the truck forward and out from under it. That way I could scrub the frame down, paint it, do some more rust prevention stuff, and as well as frame strengthening. Well, I want to weld some more steel in there and get that frame fixed up. Maybe cab corners if I care enough. I do still need to replace the spark plugs, transmission fluid and filter change, a couple other little odds and ends. It's been almost 3,000 miles since last oil change, so I'll have to do that too pretty soon, which will all be in the next episode. So yeah, hopefully I get that out sooner rather than later. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, that's pretty cool. And I'll see you in the next one. Oh, also I got this thing. It's another, I think it's a 50cc little 4-stroke Chinese moped. It's missing all the plastics. It's a piece of shit. It doesn't run. I do have a big bore kit for it though, and a couple other little goodies. I did get it for free, so I might do something with that. I don't know. Maybe put it in the comments if you want me to do something with this. Could be cool. Might put another video out on this thing too, but it kind of just keeps getting put on the back burner. I do need to finish the bodywork, but I can't really do the Bondo and fiberglass and sanding and stuff in the winter. I'm just kind of using this thing as a storage shed for all the parts from cars I'm selling on eBay. I also recorded a whole video that I wanted to get out before this one on my mom's Vibe. It needed an intake gasket, and I did that. I recorded the whole video in basically one take. It took me like an hour, and the footage got corrupted. So that's why that video isn't there. So that's pretty annoying. I kind of wanted to just have like an easy little short video to get out before this one, but it didn't end up happening. So that sucks. I also got to do a bunch of work to this thing, my stanza wagon. I'm not driving it for the winter, obviously. Once it gets warm enough, or after the winter, or whenever I get around to it, I'll have a video on this thing too. It's almost perfect. It just needs a couple little maintenance items. Needs like a oil change, maybe transmission fluid and filter, drive it around, get the tires spinning, stuff like that. E-brake needs some work. Thanks again for watching.